all new episode of a Dune buggy build. Yes, in previous video I installed the drivetrain, it was pretty good. And in today's video we are going to continue working with the shocks, strengthening up the shocks, and maybe I'll see about the muffler or the gear shifter. There's still plenty of work to be done, so let's just see what else we can complete in these videos, like the gear shifter. We are pretty forward to build that thing, to get the gear shifter, both the gear shifters done, like the reverse kit and even the rear gearbox, the engine, and mounting the shocks, and see what else is there, extending up the reverse kit. Many other things are there. So let's just continue working and get building. Guys, so now this thing has strengthened up, so let me just show you how these springs are. So for that I have to jump over here. Yes, according to me it looks perfect. Yes, it looks perfect. Right guys, so the radiator has been mounted out. I have gone in this direction. It is slightly straight just because of the filler cap, because it's easy for me to fill this. So if there is no air means that's better. If there is air inside means the water pump isn't going to work perfect. It's a small engine. It does not like it's not like a car engine that has big water pump and all. So it has got a tiny water pump, and still have a doubt on it whether it's going to push the water all the way up here and go back. I'll just figure that thing out. Once I get this thing fired up, I'll just see if it is working perfect or not. If not means I'll figure out something else. But yes, now it is pretty solid. I need to figure out the top mount, but you know what, I'm getting confused on the top mount, so let it be for now. I can move on to something else. And yes, I'm thinking about the gear shifter. Like there are two gear shifters I need to build, one for the gear of the engine and one for the reverse and forward. So I had found some round stock which is already drilled in. So I'm thinking to use this round stock to get the gear shifter mounted out. So let's just go to the gear shifter, like front, and work on the front part. back and forth, forward and reverse. and neutral, forward, reverse, and first, second, third, fourth, fifth, like this. Let's just see what exactly I can do. Now it's time for me to get these connected, and yes, I will figure out something on the top of this later, because I'm not getting anything right now, so I'll just figure out what exactly I'm going to place on the top of this one. Finally got it done, and yes, the lever is working perfect. It's neutral, reverse, and forward, and over here second, third, fourth, like this. I have to bang it towards me, and for the lower gears I have to go upward like this. And yes, for this I'm thinking to use the space star. This is out of a 49cc quad bike which I had rounded, so I'm going to use this to fit it over here like this. It's going to be somewhat like this, and I'm going to use that same pin which comes with the connector rod and all. I'm going to use that thing to get this thing mounted over here. So first, let's just go to the lathe and bore it exactly to the size of this thing. Yes guys, almost got the Dune buggy. It is almost like nearly getting, day by day, getting closer to the final test drive of this thing. So it's going to be soon. I'm pretty excited about that, really, man. And the gear shifter turned out perfect, and even both of them turned out perfectly working. Yes, I have to strengthen up the cable over for the reverse and even for the gear shifter. Just because of the mount, I have to like longer up the cable for the gear shifter, but it is fine. It's working perfectly fine. That one also I have to like lengthen it up a lot. So I used a thicker flat bar, like thicker round stroke to get that thing done. But it's working perfect. It's shifting smooth. And yes, the bearing support over for the reverse kit, it's going to get the extra strength of the bearing. Not just laying on the body of the reverse kit, because there aren't any bolt over there, like just on 2 bolts the complete reverse kit is holding. So I don't want it to break at any cost. Even I push it to the max also. So that's what I have added up extra bearing over here. So that's almost perfect. And the radiator, yes, the radiator, I still need to get the top mount done, but I felt kind of lazy to do that. But still it's going to hold up pretty good. It is pretty solid right now, but still it's good to have a soft mount. So I'm going to do that later. And yes, pretty much everything is done. So there are still like 7 or 8 things to do on this thing to get it perfectly running. Like I need to still hook up the clutch and the accelerator, even the wiring, which is a nightmare to do. And yes, I have to readjust the cable, like the hydraulic lines for the rear brake. They are almost closer to the chain, so I need to readjust all of that. And even the muffler, what else is remaining, I have brought on the board. So yes, the most important of all, it's the engine mount. The other side isn't done, and even this side I'm thinking to get it changed, like get it supported from the top pipe. So even that I'm going to change. So the front mount of the engine needs to be changed all the way. I'm going to do that in the next video of this project. Yes, it's almost complete. Like I'm pretty excited to run this thing right now, but unfortunately still there are a lot of things to do to get it running perfectly. Yes, I don't want it to break at any cost, so I'm just going to the max and doing everything strong and stronger, even stronger than stronger. That's what the thing is, what's going in my mind right now. So yes, it is coming up great. So enough of talking, guys, let's just move on. And yes guys, thank you guys for watching and have a great day. Those who are new in my channel, please hit the subscribe button below and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss out any of my future videos. And yes guys, I know you guys will be waiting to get this thing running. Yes, even I'm waiting for that thing, that day